just trying to. I got really like nauseous because sometimes when I eat and I'm stressed and stuff, I get so nauseous. It, it just it's just a complication of the surgery and stuff. But it is so cursed. Sometimes it really is. But it always like goes or just takes a bit of a time and it's back to normal. But yeah, it usually takes like half an hour, and I'm okay again. It can be really hard to eat and stuff just because of that. Alright, well, what are we to do now? There's no game. And has been no game yet. Comes later. There's I was looking over some stuff. Huh? I understand. What's that? Huh. Alright, we have to do something else than wait for Requiem tomorrow. I was looking over something because I got some weird questions in my. I couldn't make sense of it in my DMs, which is just what? Something I didn't understand. What are you asking about? Something about how the monetization stuff is working out because something at something. I just couldn't make the. What are you asking? Yeah. Anyway. Oof. Yeah. I was really cold, so I actually just had to be wearing this. I can't find my it's not that one. I can't find my kimono at all. Oh. And I see it. Oh. Hi. And I see that there is a lot of people talking about exactly that with monetization and how it like ads and stuff. Probably something about that. Whatever. Hello. How are you doing, by the way? I'm having a knife and an apple. We are a bit disappointed that we couldn't play Requiem. Oh, about the Requiem. Oh, no. Where has I put it now? I found my favorite Requiem. Requiem. I used to sing this in church. And it's just beautiful. And yeah, I really miss singing in church. I can't do it justice though, especially now because I was just so nauseous after eating. And Sanctus, it's just so beautiful. I'm to die. This is the Requiem I want to have played. And yeah, I sang that, and I do want to go back to sing in church. No, I don't care. Yeah, I do work in theater. Oh, I want to work, not theater, just like I do work in theater, and I do work. Like I want to work in movies and everywhere. I want to do motion capture. I want to do a little bit of everything. And I couldn't do my work in the theater today, so I was really down because things happened today that I knew it would happen. But not like what happened. But earlier today, I had to choose that away because as things happen, in the end of the day, it was really bad that happened. Yeah, I'm here, there, and everywhere. Often here. And yeah, I do try to get myself on a stage as much as I can, but I really want to go into movies and stuff. Just a hard transition. Oh, because you have to build back into working. But I really want to get into movie and motion capture most of all because motion capture is so silly. And it's where you can make games. And yeah, and that is Darian away from. He has his own workshop in London. I really wish I could just attend that. Oh god, that would have been a dream. To the point, I really want to do that. But to the point, I was really sad today to like, miss out on some of the work. At the same time, I chose that away because I just couldn't manage because of things. It's a messy schedule because of the things that is happening. But when that is said, I have talked a lot about that. I think I'm gonna play something. I'm inclined to go back to like I want to go back. I'm just running between. I do really look forward to it. Like, not just that, but when you do the work, it's hard work to put into you. And it's not like it won't happen. It's just like it's the bullshit that comes in the way that is not fun. Because the bullshit that comes in the way is things that is not necessary. And I am absolutely, I will never, like, not the last time I get on stage, I have never been able to keep myself away from that. It's just happening. And even if I was dying, I'm still there. And yeah, that is where actually I'm just like called into action. So yeah, I'm always gonna find a stage, and I'm not I'm losing anything. Kind of just having to postpone it. It was a gift. It is okay. It's not like I look so much forward to it as it is like, oh, that is a place I would really want to go. It's hard to get into that theater. And I was just asked into it the second time. And that is just magical. But yeah, when things in life happen, I think everybody have it a bit much on their plate. Right now, I have to deal with a lot of life. It is not a good thing. It is not a so nice thing to do. A cleanup thing with. It's very hard, but yeah, it's necessary. I'm not gonna spiral in it till I'm just I'm gonna do it, finish it, but it's not without its no, it's not because of a medical condition. It is because I'm in between where did I put it over? I have one of these don't press it, no. I have one of these because I have a situation where the police and stuff, violence and stuff, not blaming anything, but yeah, and that is a messy situation I'm trying to clean up, and in between that is a lot of things that have caused me a lot of things. Amongst those things is like the reaction trauma and everything that is like incapable of actually. I never wanted to go to the point that I had to like have a police situation, but it ended up there against all my choices. And I was in the hospital in Christmas, yes, but that was because of like a gallbladder. I have lost a lot of weight, and you can get 2 problems with a gallbladder that is equally like deadly. If you're a drunken person, I don't drink. I have like whiskey in my refrigerator. That is the only thing. And if you have gone down a lot in weight, I have lost. I was 130 kilos, so I have lost a lot of weight. And yeah, don't be sorry about it. It's just life, and I think it is. It's just a mess to go through. It's hard, but the hardest part of that is actually losing like the consistency here. And amidst going through it, seeing I'm getting called into the stage there. You don't get called into that stage as much as I have been. Yeah, life sucks all the time. Life sucks. We're mortal. And then we just like, it sucks so much that it's actually silly. And to be honest, I don't think it is that bad. It is just the only thing that is bad here is that I can't have a capacity to be consistent. I can't do the thing that I want to do. I am stressed to the point that I'm like losing weight, and that is like a medical condition because I've had some operations. So if I get very stressed, I lose weight, and I do want to do a lot of things, but as my schedules get like rumbled, I have had a bit of a. It's hard to actually lose track of a time plan and a consistency when you want to do this justice. Try to get your networking both off stage and on stage. It just is like kind of like theft. It's just taken away, and that is hard. But it's not like I'm gonna sit there forever. We are actually now just like I'm gonna be totally fucking making actually a place, ironically enough, that is able to talk about things like this in a light that is so fucking vividly brutal. We needed to find a platform that allowed it, and I'm into it, so working with it, and I've heard a lot of you can actually relate to a lot of me. That is a gift, and that is a platform I'm gonna be vividly honest on. Silly enough, that is OnlyFans, but it's not porn. It's because that's the only way we can actually talk and make video content that actually talks about stuff like this, because I think I can actually talk one-on-one with you through the platform, and not for gaining money or anything, just because it is like allowing those thematic points. I can also show my performance art in a way that actually I'm not gonna be naked and stuff to be. That's not my point. And I never had a feeling I wanted to do porn, and I'm not gonna do that. But that's the only place where you actually can do things that is like brutally illegal to say those words, even very visible. But I have to do it. A place we can lock it into something. People can consent to see it, and it is vividly there in an honest light, where I will not paint it pretty. I will paint it honest, because it is something I hate. It's the dishonest, narcissistic person that is a focal point on any social platform. I'm hearing so many good stories and bad stories from you guys. I am not gonna censor me for being anything less than truthful. But to that degree, my story is keeping a lot of thematics that is brutal. I need to show them, and then I have like my performance art is like everything I want to do there. A platform that is just yeah, and also maybe something I can actually, if you want to talk one-on-one, I can actually have. I think that is possible there. To the degree I actually can do coaching, not like psychology or something, but business, everything once, every there, whatever, like theater, whatever, like in my capacity, or just talk. And that is maybe something I can make happen there, and then it's not just text and me speaking. It's actually something I really want to do, because yeah, but it's weirdly like that is the only platform I can find. But it's like actually Patreon is just a bit gerbled into, like, people have been using it as something that's been like this, and I didn't like to isn't it something else? No, it's perfect. It's just a bit stigmatized, so in a way it actually is perfect in that way too. People like me and people like a lot of you get stigmatized because of things I'm gonna show and vividly be part of. Really giving you dirty details, the whole fucking truth and all. Because I am seeing you guys so truthful. Do not put me on a pedestal. I'm not like without my horrors too. I'm not gone through them. I'm still stumbling in the dark like everybody else is, and it is where you need, like, Silent Hill F is such a good game to just like explicitly say you sometimes just need somebody to talk to, and that is where I can be, maybe to the degree. Yeah, I'm still just figuring it out. How does it work? How do I put it up and stuff? In a contact that is like, if you want to come there, you're gonna see some shit. That is not without all the things I'm gonna bear. I am a PhD in all those dark areas. You vividly gonna show uncensorship, justice, and to the degree I can actually talk openly about things that I'm not gonna hide. But I hate how easy it is to like be forgotten in situations like I am in, because you get so weak and you get so like looking for every capacity to navigate and stuff. I'm very good at navigating that actually alone, and people aren't good navigating that at all, because I have had business degrees. I know how to do biography. I know how to do a lot of these things. It's just the only thing I can't do is be competitive with somebody that has like more resources than me. And I'm not speaking resources in like just your being, but like economy, social, everything that declines you. It's just, in the end, it can be just a murder. And I have my way of having like holy value in my life since I was a little girl, that I can't unsee the monsters. I just have two women in that fucking. And I was fixing my nails, and that hair salon talking about babies, like they are really monsters. Not because they had any like issues, they like women have problems meeting their babies. That is not a monster. No, they talked about the baby as it was a bother. It's so hard to do this, that. I was just like glaring. At that point, I was so good. And since everything has happened after that, I felt like it was so illegal. Everything. My father with cancer, my situation just declining. Like I have nothing now, just having to tell you all. And I want to be like, I want to make that so vividly visible, because it's so incapable of being visible. Sometimes I needed to make it into a fucking capable way I can find it. Explicitly told, shown, both through performances, but yeah, also through truthful stories I can't tell anyone. I have never told all the stuff that I am wanting to just make explicit, because I know this is where people disappear and people don't look for them for one reason. This is where people get scared, and people can be scared of you to the point people are scared of kids in these situations. People get scared of this for one reason alone. This is where we socially can't live. We end up like I have a social situation that is like social ostracism, and that is death. And a lot of people die there, and I am not. I'm not without fight. This is just in a clean-up situation, and I have every terror in my life just wanting to vividly show, because I meet a lot of people that is bearing their vulnerabilities like torches to push me. That I have never told a lot of my stories, because I didn't dare, and when I did, it was horrible. So I'm gonna do that justice, because I am not without my monsters, to see that this is people brave, and sometimes even braver than me. Like I haven't even the capacity. It goes to the degree that a lot of you are just so honestly, you're inspirational too. And I do not carry myself as a social, I am the best and I am the, no, this is gonna be human, dirty, ugly, beautiful, and uncensored, because I love uncensorship. You're uncensored, you dare to be real. And in my situation, that is not always something you can be. And in a lot of situations that you are in, you are fucking preyed upon by malevolent people, toxic people. Like I was talking with someone just before I ate a piece of cake, and then just I'm gonna be sick because sometimes when I'm stressed I get very, very nauseous when I eat, and that is just horrible. Yeah, it's not anorexic. I do look anorexic. No, I do, but I don't have anorexia. And I hate that because it is so the complication from my operation. I really want to get back to like a voluptuous state. I just feel, but at the same time, I'm very blessed with this body here being very visually. I can do so much work in the theater with it. To the point it scares me when I see it, because I have been doing, and I lost all my poetry. I never wrote it down after a point. Just got a bit too many words left unheard. To the point, one of my poems were given back. Poetry I wrote for a man. He delivered it back to me. Isn't that poetic? And then I was like, that is illegal. No. That made it even more poetic. And now when I have that, I haven't dared read it back to me yet, because it is poignantly now. As if he told me the same words, but he did never read those words, care to listen to them. But it's like he's saying them to me, and it's actually a projection of me, quite vividly. Wow, that is kind of poetic. It is beautiful, but it's horrible. But I like that now. I hated it earlier, but then I thought about it. It's just so much more poetic now. It is the first time I got a poem. It was in return to me. I'm gonna read that poem on my channel. I have on my platform whenever that comes. I have a lot of poetry that I find here and there, and it's so fucking fucked up that I could write all this. I wrote poetry like this, and then I never thought of a fucking second. And sometimes sometimes I read that back, it's like, how could you be so vividly accurate about your situation, and you didn't react to it with the same degree I do now. To the point I'm doing me some fear not to be Shakespearean. Shakespeare sometimes it falls out of my right in my head. If that's not poignant enough, to be or not to be is also the only thing I can write on my gravestone. So yeah, that is the question, and that is the monologue that I can't get out of my head this year, because it is all I'm asking. And do you know that monologue? If you don't, I could read it to you. Maybe I'll do that on the platform. I kind of want to do something gaming. The last 2 days have been like hell, fire, fury. I have been fighting for everything, and then I felt like I am fighting for solution or direction. I'm feeling like this is my job, but no, it's not. I've done what I can, and now I can do what I can. And the best thing I do now, when I talk to you all about it throughout the day, I'm gonna be a mess. But I hate how much it has like been inconsistent here. That is something I'm scared of losing. Not because it's like me on a pedestal, because it has been giving me so much truth from strangers are so vividly honest. And especially if they come through a platform like this is parasocial, so they have like a way to actually be brave enough to tell, oh, it is maybe like hidden behind a screen, but not behind my eyes. My eyes see it like lividly, because I have lived a lot of the stories. I've lived too much actually. I have a PhD in every fucking catastrophe. I have every crisis anybody can go through, and I have varieties now. So I am a very good person to know how it's burning. I'm just gonna be very glad whenever I hear people get out of that. As I don't know exactly if I'm getting out of it. A lot of it in me just wants to say I'm gonna live in it. I hope I can be the one that just lives alone there, because it doesn't give me any comfort to say, well, I'm not the only one. Well, actually, since my childhood years, it gave me more comfort thinking I am the only one. Because in that way, that didn't happen to anyone else. So yeah, I'm a bit upside down there. But whenever I heard people like, I have been in a bad way, but I'm better now, that is like gold that I hold, like gifts in my situation. Like, you don't get to hear a lot of those stories, and I get to hear so many of stories. It's just, these are stories that you either tell through theater, taking an approach as a theatrical approach, but you never get people to be so vividly honest. They share with you their deepest creativity, the deepest feelings, the deepest worries, the deepest healings. I'm giving all the gifts here, and I didn't expect that. So I'm just as I'm a mess. I hate how that is just killing everything. That I'm scared of losing all those things that I have. You don't know what you're giving me here. You think that I'm not remembering you. You are like, that is the poignant place. I said, alright. I got affiliated and said, no, I am doing this full time, because I can't bear if I overlooked something, and then I have all the fury, no patience with this eating up my consistency here. Maybe losing somebody then, because that is so scary that I have to read myself silly about. I know I was always lost between from childhood, and I've seen it, and you can see it in children, that is even avoided by the fucking grown-ups, because they're so troublesome. Now I don't do myself any calm. My main focal point in life ended up being no monster comes beyond my womb. I don't wanna let it. If I could just let it die like in a cage in me, that would be a victory. You don't get to be fucking corrupt in here. But then again, that is a lot of turmoil. So in a way, I feel like, okay, I'm gonna be vividly open, because a lot of you guys have seen maybe something relatable in me. We can relate to each other even when we don't speak. Sometimes we can glimpse relations, and I think I am doing it wrong if I'm not going to the point. I'm telling you vividly. Things that is illegal. Things that is horrible. Because in some places, if I go through this and can be telling stories like that, maybe that allows stories like that to be told. There's a very few stories that is told about things like that. And to the point we are even like censoring words around things like that. Like, I have not been doing suicide, but we are censoring suicide. As if it's something that you have to be, it's a dirty word. No, we are calling it self-death or whatever. It's the most, that is just, why I was censoring it. If people do it, why do they do it? Why do we censor a word like it's Voldemort? Like, I just want to make those horrors vividly. We don't need to like be scared of Voldemort. He didn't say his name. And not be scared. Because if we can just be there without the terror and without the lonely, invisible thing, then it's not so terrible as you are. If you are alone in that, you can spiral into terror and die for nothing more. That is how people just disappear. And sometimes they become living dead people, just dying in a cage of flesh and hate, bearing their souls invisible. There's a lot of kids there. In front of a lot of screens. Yeah. I have promised myself throughout this mess that this is so deadly. I'm gonna do it vividly. But to do it vividly, you kind of have to consent to listen to it. And you have to have a platform where it can be told. And you have to have a power that isn't like that isn't incoherent. Like, you have to be strong enough to tell that. And be strong after that. And yeah. And that is not always somebody that comes through situations. But I'm ready to like have a bonfire and have marshmallows and popcorn when that goes down. Because now I'm just like, yeah, I've been doing this forever. Let's make my most experienced self a poignant place. I see it is necessary to speak loud as hate. Can be like, I hate this, you're like a fucking train wreck. Yeah, let's be fucking scary then. People are fearing this because it's so fucking scary. But the people who avoid people who sits there are people I hate. Because I cannot overlook it. It's where I inclined from little me. Just, I loved monsters since I was a little girl. Just because monsters were cool. Then I started seeing them. I have a moral system. I can't excuse anything like that. I can't excuse nuances. Like, in my situation, you can't hold the other part from actually being terrified too. There was two women in the fucking... I can't get them out of my head. Those women in the hair, so we was talking about babies as if they were vermin. And I hated that so much. That is part of why I want to make monsters in visual art. I hate when you lose your own. Like, you don't live like a human if you're fucking woman talking about how fucking annoying a baby is to you. It is your fucking living. It is hard. get that. They were talking about it as it was a fucking cockroach. And I can't get that out of my head. It's the only thing that was illegal that week that I have heard things too much. That is the only thing that I can't let go as something that is illegal. That getting cancer is not something I can be sad. That's right. That's horrible. That's just perfectly, huh? But yeah, and this situation I'm in, of course it can go to hell. That's also life. And it is going to hell. The way you put yourself into a woman's body and still breathe after telling yourself you are allowed to tell a baby or cockroach to keep down. What are you breathing for? What the fuck is your biological need? That baby is not your fucking identity. It's not your child, it's your fucking biological duty. Otherwise, you're not necessary. I am very black and white here. When it comes to that platform, I'm gonna give that a bit more nuance. Because this thing, I started making the monsters and it's fucking frightened me. And now I see myself. Also, I took a photo when I was really like hating upon myself. Just for feeling like I have to do this. To the degree I am just like taking a photo and I was like, I felt so much good because I was like, I felt like I was the one. A devil towards that. You take a photo every once in a while and see where you are. I just started doing that. Just because it was so horrible. I felt so like a wreck sometimes. I thought, oh, you know what? This feels vile. I don't think I know how this is. I'm gonna take a photo. I did it, and to be honest, it fucking scared me. It made me feel like I was an outside source, terrorizing myself. And I saw it like if I was another person. It's just such a useful thing to do. Do that. If you ever feel like you're a little bit in your head, or just feeling a bit like, I don't know, take a fucking photo of you. Feel that emotion when you're taking the photo. See what you see. You can get another perspective. I certainly did. And I'm gonna take that to the platform into vivid light. As I can tell stories probably from every hellhole that can be like, oh, I think I can understand you and you and you. Because I think I have lived through a lot of things that people experience. I think I've been through the most of this. We have like in psychology, this is the last thing I'm gonna do. Blah 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 blah. We have an overview of the crises you can go through. And I have every single crisis on that chart. Yeah, in varieties. That came knocking. In very many ways, this, yeah. And it's not for a blessing. I can be understanding where I have been horrified. I can be holding you. Knowledgeable, I can sense, taste, smell, and feel those emotions from 10 worlds away. To the degree I actually know. I know a lot about how they look into how I have ADD and rejection sensitivity, dysmorphia. That doesn't stop me from experiencing emotions. I can feel in the room as if it was part of me. So I can kind of smell people that way. I can recognize it. And if I can recognize it, what better can I do with my experience than just say, hey, I can be that. I know how that feels. Let's just go down there, together. And I can never fix it, but I can be the one that holds it together with you. And that is a gift, because sometimes when we are especially if we are in existential pain, that can be where we get acutely suicidal. I want to kill myself. That is an existential crisis or existential emotional pain threshold, where emotional pain becomes physical pain. That is the only place emotional pain becomes actually a physical thing that you feel physically. You don't want to die, but you feel it so painful and so vividly. That is one of the places a lot of people just end up saying things like that and not meaning it. The point, yeah, I've been seeing it, and I have been with people that let's lie down on the floor and just die together. And fuck this shit. I'm just guide around. Let them be race, let them be this. Why not? I can be with that. To the degree I know how that feels. And variety. Sometimes just raging around and having somebody, yeah, that is true. And I see that. And actually understanding. It's very hard to find somebody that understands that. At the point, I have so many stories I don't ever think anybody understood me. It's gotta be hard to actually understand a lot of the things I'm gonna be honest about. But if I have the capacity to understand a lot, knowing that I have things I've never been able to tell without knowing that is in any capacity to understand, then maybe somebody sees that and says, I have never heard somebody understand that from a different ear. Knowing that it's vividly a lot of things I know. It's hard to explain. And then I'm doing it like I'm a fucking soldier. Because I have a muse in me that I want to make every monster. That is my passionate things. I don't know how you build Maslow's needs triangle. And beyond the point where you are making creativity that is not made without having all these steps. I don't have all those steps. This is a muse that tortures me into. It doesn't allow me to be. So yeah, all of the things I'm gonna vividly tell that might be like something people will avoid. In the small corners where it can be avoided, somebody needed. At least I know a lot about feelings you shouldn't be feeling. And especially not alone. So I have experienced that. But I can't say that I know anything more. And sometimes people teach me more than I ever learned. Even though I have so much knowledge, I know everything, but I cannot. Sometimes I can't use knowledge. Sometimes I can know everything, because I can't actually access it. That programming error. And that is because sometimes you can't read yourself an experience. I've been reading the book since I've been reading everything, finding it poignantly where are the answers, since I was just, I don't know, since I could do that. I have been very objectively inclined. The music is very useful too. If you don't know how to process shit, use music. It's the only way I could actually process shit. Not actually knowing I process shit. Isn't that silly? I'm looking for a game that is. Do we wanna play? I kind of multiplayer. Deal with it. Just because of them. Damn women in that castle wanted me to be Laura. Ah. How the fuck can you make yourself into Laura? I'm gonna have to. And that is from that game the most horrible thing that I actually do remember. It's one of the most horrible places in the fucking game. Because I hate chase scenes. And she chases you so fucking much. It was horrible. There was some fucking cautious thing in me. I can't grow more arms. This is such a cursed way to just remember this game. And it's really loud. It's such a cursed way to say I want to be that from that game. And that is the first thing I remember Evil Within. What the fuck is going on now? It's from 2014. Very good. It goes silly now. No, it's blinking. SOS. Actually, no, it's going. Can you stand still? No. Doesn't want to. Oh. There you go. I think. No! And I hate when I have to like turn my window out. Can't I just that? Alright. So I'm gonna just I'm gonna make everybody see what the fuck what kind of tortured person I have become. Seeing those women in my fucking hair salon. I'm gonna show you what my inner muse says. That is what you're gonna do. And I did not choose that. Because I haven't remembered this game since well, this fucking monster did my fucking yeah, because how the fuck can I make that onto a visual performance? What the fuck? And how can I just like, yeah, they are like that. I don't remember that. I didn't remember that monster that just fell into that muse head and just like cursed me like, that's your kind of this. I'm going to do that. Grumps. Bleh. It was my choice. It was felt in my head and I no, it's gonna live that and torture me into Laura. A creature born from the memory of Laura's tragic death and ruins and vengeful. I think it's nearly immune to bullets, but reacts violently to open flame. Jesus. How the fuck did this? So this is what I saw. And this is why my unconscious muse thing thought those two women in the fucking hair salon. This is it. Make it. No, I'm not the voice that tells me this. The muse has cursed me. You're cursed out because you don't choose. You're chosen. The artists, writers especially, don't want to write. And then they are like wretched up on a typewriter. I hate this. I'm gonna go torture myself with this shit. Whenever that torture becomes so poignant, it does it. It's gonna go down to the ground. And when it lies in its own, like that is where it's gonna go. I'm gonna do it now. That is where it starts. That is always where it starts. It's never when you're like, I'm happy today, let's go make a monster. No. It is when you're lying in your own fucking blood or something. And you just like, now's the time, I'm gonna go. Yeah. And then you do that. It's not choice. It's also where you get Bukowski to blame himself towards the typewriter. Or every fucking writer artist or something just like, I didn't choose this, it just chose me. And how the fuck do I grow more arms? I'm not Sukuna! Ah! I don't want to be Sukuna. And I want to save Yuji. That boy. The most cursed one of them all. He get cursed before he knows even what a curse is. He just chooses heroism. He's a true hero. Epitome. Every hero doesn't get a choice. And I wanted to. In my childhood years, I want to kill monsters. And I want to make them visible. Oh, ain't that? You get to make yourself stupid. How the fuck do you make a monster like that? I have no clue. I didn't choose her, didn't remember her. But no. My muse in me is gonna you know what you have on your fucking curse? It's not my word worthy. Jesus, may you Paternoster, may you walk me through the ocean shadow of death. I'm gonna make a monster. Sometimes you have to go to your deathbed just to incline yourself to know exactly expression. And I don't know how to express that shit. Yeah. The script reading, I knew an expression for. But from I can express that because I know that. I have no clue how to do this. So yeah, that's gonna be fun torture for my own fucking. I cannot say me. This is not my choice. But it is. It's gonna be something. I hate it. Why did I have to choose my body as a canvas? And then it's my body as a fucking canvas. It's kind of unholy. Because I do want to feel beautiful and stuff. I do want to be beautiful and stuff. But I have to use my body in ugly ways. Or in foul ways, or in desecrated ways. If I'm gonna do all of the things. Visual art. Visual performance art. All my damned ways of becoming. I want to use my body as poetry. It's maybe the last things I wish I never had wanted to do. I did always do macabre things in theater, but I was chubby. And then I was, oh wait, the fact, it's kind of where I have versatility to the point where I can be topographically, dynamically, and everything here, hidden and there in a very small frame. With big, small sticks in there. I have every room to do that. I just need to be more acrobatic and contorted. And I accept comfort. So no, that is not something I take for granted, it has been a vividly scary thing. I already began doing things like that. And so myself fucking scared. What the fuck is that? Well, I haven't seen it before. And now I see something scary. It, of course, not. It's of course successful. I have yet to fucking follow the point it doesn't give you a fucking reaction. To the point I don't know how I can be always called into action theaters and into singing and into this and that. I can't even sing for the life of me right now. But yeah, I never have had, like, I always found somebody saying I was successful, except the people that ignored me. My grandmother thought I was a radio. She was schizophrenic, so she's okay. She just thought it was a radio on someplace in the house. It's quite cute. It's like tragic, silly, and cute. And not her fault at all. I did sing. I did sing a lot, but I never sang in front of people until I sang in front of people. And that was not when I was young, I tell you. That was when I had a couch. You have to do this or you are honest. So yeah, then I did that. And then I got finished with opera. And then I fell in theater, and now I'm here. And everything I am comfortable with is all a stranger told me. This is cruelty, I don't like it. And it's so true. But I'm comfortable here. This is an explicit game. I'm gonna give it a now before we actually started. Because I'm a bit beyond help when it comes to what I have been called by my muse to do, by my inner values to do, by everything I'm just now fucking doing to do. It's also the most scary part of my life. I'm gonna do all those things. That is not without terror being necessary. I need to be kind of dead to express it. And I have just to do that now. Life sucks sometimes. Yeah. But I felt comfort in Silent Hill. I still feel more comfortable there than with romantic movies because they feel so panicky. You can be scared if a monster never reaches your door. Or you can be less scared if a monster doesn't come to your door. You can be tortured if that love doesn't ever enter your environment at all. I think I choose being scared. A monster will come to my door. It seems more realistic too. So yeah, I'm a weirdo, but I feel comfortable with it within comfortable melancholy. I'm never without. Like that is relatable to the point. That stranger is the one that told me a truth I never thought I overlooked that much. I have been thinking about it ever since that day. Yes, it is cruel. Yes, it is cruel. It's cruelty incarnate. Ah, it's so... Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh my god. There's a blessing from a stranger just don't like him. Which is Silent Hill 2. Which is a story I'm gonna tell that another day. Ooh. It is a story I have being dodged. Didn't know I'm being haunted. I'm fucking haunting. I am a haunting. Sometimes we become ghosts. Just haunting. But yeah, I'm not scared of being scary anymore. Yeah, I'm not scared of being dark anymore. I'm scared of scaring people from being that is often like the worst one nonsense you can ever find are the ones that are created from infancy reject. And now I get to do a very explicit game. Disclaimer, this game is gore and all and more. Gore and more. And more. It is truthfully a very this play is very like very vividly. The first thing we did when we played it earlier was we got our head cut off by a foot. Ew. So I think I've said everything and more. I feel inclined to just say, let's do something at a time. And that is this now. Things are happening. Do not think that I am gonna share it without having it in a light of I need to double think it twice, how, because I don't want to be anyone's desperate hope lost. So when we lie that on to another day, not that I have entered into unknown valley. I was very scared when that happened today. But yeah, I'm also scared now. This is good. But yeah, sometimes I have to like be a bit honest, as I can become very my own vulnerable side. Having to disclaim things because it is so it's actually a law you see people that is in a way needing help, and the point is actually is a law called avvergingslov. I have seen that pass by me like I was a ghost, and I have kept it. And I have known it. And yeah, I do not see ghosts go by without being like tormented upon it. I'm gonna try my best to be honest, but when I do tell things here, I'm gonna be in a necessary way telling it, not because I want to tell stories that can take the platform where it's like, do you dare step in? Well, it's a consensual thing. Then you get to see. Yeah. But if you do want to stay away, then I think it's good to have like a way you can like, yes, no. Because it is. Some things you don't know. No. Some things you see or hear or know, you don't get to choose the way. And sometimes you just see it throughout your whole eternal life. And you can't even stop seeing Like I don't know if I just was. I just played with Barbies and were like a normal kid. And nothing happened at all. This would probably not be my value. My actual. In very, very many ways. My. It's not by choice, it's by. It is my job. As I am able to be brave enough to, like, I don't fear an audience, I don't fear the stage. People have fear for that. I don't fear shouting. I just fear doing that in certain ways. But if I take it to a place, yes, no, it's a gift. You know, you want to know. But it's also a curse if you don't need to see it or regret it in the end. I didn't know about that. And then I just learned that, and that is why I don't want to overshare my parts. But I do have to tell some necessary things when it's in it. Like I had to do it earlier today. And I'm never gonna do that without a careful approach. There's a lot of things you don't need to learn about the world. That is a lot of things I know. I'm gonna go over a holy vow. I remember when I was a child. That monster dies if I have it silently neglected until the grave. Is it scary to know just that? I'm gonna actually absorb myself from the silence. That is actually me trying to kill monsters. From a childhood gaze. Take it off. If nobody knows at all, that didn't happen. And then that monster didn't actually get to be monstrously monster at all. I'm gonna take that value point or whatever I can tell it. And I'm gonna overstep it. But just where it is capable of somebody wanting and pressing yes. Because some things I can't be forgiven a visual representation of something. People can be so scared that they can recognize it from areas they didn't even recognize before they saw it. Just as I did when I looked upon myself, took those pictures in those moments, or storage, whatever I did at that stage. Now I'm a bitch. Oh. Those monsters. I'm visually there. So yeah, it's not gonna bleed out. And I don't wanna hurt any eyes. Some monsters are very invisible. But I want to make them visible. Because I hate monsters. And people get killed. Because people are afraid of monsters. And then become a monster to them. Like that baby they talk about. So yeah. I don't like that. And that is my highest value. I don't like that. I think it's weakness. Don't do something when you see it in yourself. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm doing that wrong. We can't do anything with it. Please acknowledge it. Some people get delusional. I don't think I ever learned that at all. I'm just poignantly scared. Showing things. I think it actually is something I am No. Not anything more, but it is so incapable of helping people. If I don't do it, I do it injustice. I feel like I don't have any choice because it's so. I see it from corners. People can go into a corner and just never perform. To the point I've seen that system just. That is nowhere. Unless you're capable, then you don't get out. And yes, there feels an obligation to them. Things my way. They make me maybe stigmatized or avoided or whatever. That is whatever you want. But if it ever felt like that's my perspective on being in a vulnerable situation. See, that is not news. That it is so. It's so easy. I can't believe that I'm gonna just sit and pretend I don't have like obligation to go and scream on the fucking central screen. We have a problem. People are disappearing. Nobody cares. This is a system error that I've seen being hard in every corner of society. If somebody tries, they easily get rejected or incapable of being understand the point. That is very hard. Yeah. Know that is gonna sometimes have to take approaches telling stories my own life. It won't be pretty. And I'm gonna try to do that from the point of place I have to plan it, and then I have to be coherently like a storyteller golden thread throughout, so I can make it as understandable as I can understand something, and hopefully not from a point of view you feel relatable to. Hopefully, from a point of view, just like don't do it like this. And don't understand it. It would have been such a good. I just didn't understand half the shit. Yeah. I feel I have an obligation to catch those. No, never spoke a word. Those people. They must be. I don't know. I got a silent, it's like a ghost, but a silent living cage. I can't for the life of me think. I have I've seen these people. I felt where it fails them. I am not getting the sound. I am resilient enough to dare just saying, yeah. Everybody can get to like say whatever they want. It's stigmatization, of course. Anyway, if I never said anything at all, I feel I'm doing something injustice. I feel I have not spoken about something. Yes, I'm making it invisible too. I feel like I have no way to do it. No way to do it. Unless I go through until things I have written. Or things I know. Or just be a resource for someone that might have something they want to use me as their fucking job. It feels like I have an obligation. Given the I don't scare easily being telling it now. But it isn't hard, it's horrible. Oh. Way of knowing what happens when you do nothing and leave all of them behind. I feel I have no choice here. Funny enough, I don't have any fucking choice that I. In many ways, you really get a choice when they are met with monsters. However you did that, in all the ways it can be a woman's worst nightmare. Yeah, that is my obligation now because I've seen something quickly disappear. Wow. No, it doesn't want to. Oh. I am so. There it comes. I see. Oh. There. Is there where did my there? No, we're not tentacles. Yeah, maybe I find some. Maybe it exists. This. Yeah. Maybe just seeing somebody. Yeah. Now I got to do monsters. And these ones I just described them as. They are vividly. This is a vivid, gory, and disgusting game. So you know that we are going into. It's very good. I haven't played. Am I even hearing well? I don't know. Is it even? This is why I don't like Bluetooth headset. I don't know if I even listen to shit. No! Didn't tell me about that. Jeez. Anyways. Why is it so hard? I was supposed to do something before I started. My brain just stopped a bit. Totally. Try to remember what was that? Because I think I forgot something to. I'm just gonna check. Yeah, sure. Can I have the sound back? No. No. Just... Oh, I get so annoyed. Bluetooth headset just said, nah, working, not working, working, not working, working, not working. And then I got like, what was it supposed to remember? I have totally. Working? Is it? It's you. Oh, Bluetooth on here. Go off. Fuck. No. There we go. Please. Does it work now?
All units.
Fucking Bluetooth. Jesus. Huh? Fucking hell. The bot that I think. Not the bots, but the technology. Um. What the fuck? Why doesn't thing want to work with me? Why is all technology so it is disruptive. This is
1199. Expedite cover.
no. I'm trying my best to get my fucking Bluetooth headset to work. What the fuck? Where's the sound gone? Oh, the sound, why the sound is lost? Jesus. Nothing. What the hell? Wow, that's just perfect, isn't it? Why the fuck is crashing so much? Yeah. You got that Bluetooth thing, shit. It doesn't want to work. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It just... It just multiplies. I don't understand what the fuck's going on. Why does it just... Yeah. I'm going to test. Jesus Christ. There is a lot of technological errors out there to take you today and tonight and to every day. It's not without. It tries to kill everybody. Am I? What? Oh god. This technology thing doesn't make much sense now. Let's see it on that screen. And it's just like what the fuck? Alright. Let's see if we can find sound and just the other things will just be Why didn't the sound come back? Is something amiss? I don't understand what the fuck's going on. Huh. No, it's over. Huh? Hmm. I wonder where the curse starts. I just see it doesn't work. And I don't get any words. Any. I'm gonna have to stop the game and start again. Oh. Jesus. What is going on? No. I don't know what the fuck, where the fuck the sound went. I'm gonna have to fix it. I'll be right back. But it just disappeared in every corner of the world. Can I try it? Why? Uh, huh. Oh my lord. Oof. Every time. Every single time. Reset me, my screwed. I don't know what. I don't know what. The sun is gone. Huh. I should have powered everything. Just wait. I'm not sure. I'm gonna be right back. Just gonna see. Jesus. I can't get it. Sounds. What the fuck? Where did the sounds go? uh.
Oh my god!
No sound. Doesn't believe me. I can't even open the ice cream. It's too fucking. What the fuck are you making? Concrete? Apparently. It's impossible. And then it's not. Jesus Christ. I'm trying. No! Bitch! problem. My. Now I'm beyond belief. Nothing like so. Oh. That's so weird. Yeah, no, it's frozen there too. That is weird. Oh god. Now I'm getting a bit violent because this. Yeah, it's this stupid. It doesn't get to go there. I'm gonna be pissed. Gotta fix my what sound? Where did sound go? Do you have to restart again? Okay, looks like it. Yeah. We have to restart.